Welcome back to the show, guys, and nice of you to join me on today's show. Today we are taking a look at the Justice League, Mcfarlane Justice League, Bruce Wayne, Batman, and I didn't make an intro because it's the same mold, the same thing happened with Thomas Wayne. It's the same thing. Although I did criticize McFarlane, I said they were lazy in it, and I have to admit that they were. I can't say that they are on this one because we are getting the same thing over again. However, we'll begin looking at everything together. He is on the stand. I put him on the stand for you guys right now because the ball joints on the bottom. He's too top heavy. He kept falling down when I was trying to set up the studio. I got to take this down from my office and I got to put it up every time I film. So as you guys can see, the struggle is real. Anyways, I'm not going to show you the stand. We know it's a DC stand that McFarlane is nice enough to give us for the figure, but even then that doesn't help the figure out. I didn't even measure him because we did measure him in the last video. I'll put a link to that so you can see how high it is. We're just going to take a look at the sculpt. We're going to take a look at the head sculpt. There is nothing different about this figure. But I like the figure. I'm not going to lie to you. I like the figure. We're going to begin with the card. McFarlane is nice enough. Make sure you're saving it. Don't throw it out. It is the same card. However, this card says unmasked. And for those of you that like to read it, it's the same thing as before. Pause the video. Take a moment to read that. Get that out of the way. I'm not going to grab the stand from him because he's just going to fall. We get a Batarang, so it's always an extra little accessory. You can never go wrong with having Batarangs in your arsenal, and in your armory. So it's a good thing here. Now, what's different here is we know that this is not the Batarang in the movie. At least I don't remember looking like this. But WB, they don't want it to resemble a gun. They gave us this, which is fine. It's a little different. Let's look at that. Look at the detailing on the gun. I like it. I will be putting it for the first time in his hand. When I took him out of the box, I was messing around with the articulation. And as you guys can see, he is standing up because of the the actual cape is holding him up. But he's just too top heavy. We keep telling McFarlane that he's got to bring the boots down to the level of the ankles to cover that, to give more support. So I'm not going to take him off the stand, but let's go ahead and bring the dude in a little closer. Now, funny thing, guys, that when I put him all the way back here and I look into my viewfinder, I promise you, I could be wrong and you guys can correct me. He looks in my viewfinder, he looks like Conan O'Brien, not like Ben Affleck. But when I took him out of the box, I don't know if he does look like Ben Affleck, if he's got that little Ben Affleck look to him. You guys tell me in the comments. I was looking at him in the light. In the viewfinder right now, while I'm looking at him, while you guys are looking at this video, it almost looks like he's got the salt and pepper hair that Bruce Wayne is supposed to have, being that he's about almost 50 in The Dark Knight. In The Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller's version, he's 55. I don't know what he was going for, Zack Snyder in his movie, but he is supposed to be an older Bruce Wayne, much older, who had retired and then come back. But does he look like Ben Affleck? I think from the side, he kind of does. Again, it's just a lot of black hair. And the reason I like the figure is because this mold of armor and Batman looks great. I can't begin to tell you how great it looks on the White Knight Bat Cycle, which I will be doing a review. And this is great. We need an unmasked Bruce Wayne. There's not enough. I would have liked McFarlane to have made a plain clothes Bruce Wayne to have also on there. That's, and possibly a Jeremy Irons as Alfred. But like I said, I have Anthony Hopkins from Westworld. That figure serves in my DC world as Alfred, and we'll definitely take a look. You guys know how I feel about this cape. It's not cloth, but it's not a hard plastic, and it's not an action static, but it's like a faux plastic. It's very rubbery. It's great. The detailing is fantastic. Look at this. We saw it in the last figure. Love the way it looks. Love the way it drapes. It does articulate, guys. So for your movie, it's going to be great on there. And again, guys, I'm not trying to cheat you out of this review. There's no reason to measure them up. You guys can go to the other video and look at it. Something I noticed when I was messing around before starting the camera is that Mcfarlane was nice enough to make these soft. I cannot begin to tell you how many times I have hurt my finger trying to articulate these action figures, and these damn things are super sharp. So he made them like a rubbery on there. I guess he's experimenting with that. We are getting lately the you know, a lot of the reviewers are calling it the Pampers, but we are getting the soft plastic underwear or covers for the uniform or for the armor. So we'll take a look at that as well. Everything looks great on this. Again, over here I feel like it's Conan O'Brien. Over here, not sure if it's the same thing. From the side, it looks a little bit like Ben Affleck. I gotta say, it really does look like Ben Affleck on the side. But from the front, he could have added the 5 o'clock shadow on here and the salt and pepper. I personally am not going to mess around because I don't want to buy another figure. I really don't want to spend the money. Like I told you guys before, Mcfarlane is not knocking on my door to give me these figures to try out. I got to purchase them. So I wish I had some of the talent like, you know, Bones from the Necro Zoo and many others to customize this. If not, I definitely would have given him the salt and pepper and some 5 o'clock on there. So we'll look again at the articulations. This figure, when I took it out of the box, was very loosely. He's got the butterfly joints, so he does have that in there. It does move. The cape does hinder him to go up. He's got the bicep swivel, as you guys can see here. Got that bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, always perfect in case you're animating and you need to reach back to get that grappling gun. Perfect. You got wrist articulation. Now, Mcfarlane, I was thinking about before hitting record on the video, if you get this message, when you're making a copy of these guys, it would be great if you included some extra hands on there. I mean, come on, just a little bit more, just a little more for us out there, those animators out there. You know, give us some hands so we can swap them out with the other figures that are, you know, that are masked. We got a little extra something to look forward to. Now, let's take a look at the, from the last time, you've got a swivel attack. This is as far as it goes. It doesn't go that much. The head does articulate very well. He's not obstructed, so he could look up, could look down. Everything's fine there. Like I said, double jointed elbows. That's always great. Soft plastic here. Okay, I'm going to take the peg off. Here we go. Look, you could already, this is ridiculous, Mcfarlane. Come on. Cut me some slack here. Again, I'm afraid to get to this point because the Mcfarlane design Batman broke on me on video, and you guys can watch that. You guys love my bloopers. Again, he can definitely articulate. However, this one is giving me a little bit of a hard time. This one does go out here more. This one doesn't. Not going to force it. I don't want to break it. We've got a double hinged knee here. And the part that I hate the most, which is this right here. I can't express enough. These ball joints, they're terrible. You know, Mcfarlane, your figures are too heavy. A ratchet system is better here. For the foot, you lock it in. There is toe articulation, as you guys can see here, but it's just terrible. You know, I try to stand up the figure. He's falling all over the place. You know, the cape is what's holding him up. Like I said, I can't get him. Well, I got him a little bit to do it here, but I'm not going to push it. I don't want it to break on me. And if you guys don't mind, I'm going to take him over here, put him back on the peg. Go ahead and put him here. And I got him to stand up pretty straight there as it is. As you can see, I definitely got to work on. And again, guys, if you guys are wondering, I don't film these episodes on a DSLR. I have one. I don't use it because I actually do everything on my iPhone. Incredible enough, I've got a Blue Yeti connected to the iPhone, believe it or not, which is powering the microphone so I can do the review. I edit it on iMovie, and then I upload it. I do everything on my phone. I don't have to go to a computer. I'm not limited to go to a computer to get these up, so I can get these done a couple at a time. I get them on deck, and I can just work on them, you know, on my own time, and I don't have to worry about being connected to a computer. So now let's go ahead and put the grappling gun on his hand. Let's see what that looks like. And the handle of the gun is very soft, so we know it's not going to go in that hand. So I already see his other hand. All right, I know you guys hate it when I take the figure off the screen, but I got to when I got to manipulate it into his hand. Give me just a second. All right. Oh, this is terrible. All right, let's try the other hand. Okay, so. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to the grappling gun, I'll tell you right now what you got to do. You're definitely going to have to heat up the hands to get them to open up to put the grappling gun in. There's no way to get this through there unless you get them up here. So I'm going to try this other hand right here. And look, he's standing up on his own, but that's because the cape is holding him up. So, all right, so I'm going to pause the camera, guys. I'm going to stop it, heat up his hand a little bit, and then come back and show you what it looks like with the grappling gun. So I'm stopping the camera now. All right, and we're back. And man, what a pain in the butt this grappling gun is. And chances are that I even put it wrong on his hand. I could be wrong about that. I gotta work on that shifting. I don't know if it goes like that, guys, so leave me a comment and let me know if this is the way that the grappling gun is supposed to look on his hand. It's just a weird, it didn't look right the first time I put it on, so I put it this way, which looks to me a lot better. The Batarang looks great on him there, you know, it pulls him, you know, taking it off, bringing it to the front. Again, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. What is this something you're going to add in your collection? Is this something that you want? I certainly liked it because I like the fact that it's unmasked. I need that for my DC world. So again, guys, let me know what you think. Let's have a discussion. I am on Twitter and on Instagram. It's in the description below where you can find me. And if you guys like the show, leave a like, click the notification to get notified when I'm uploading these videos. And it would help me a lot, guys, if you subscribe to the channel. It definitely gets me where I want to go, which is what I tell you guys all the time, that I want to be doing YouTube full-time for you guys, making movies. So again, guys, reach out to me. Let me know what you think. I added a link for this guy, which will definitely greatly help the channel as well. And until next time, I am Red, and I am out.